I'm just here to debunk a couple of rumors, that's all. I'm just here to debunk a couple of things. First things first. Leave Max B out of it, man. That man just came home, man. Why? I thought y'all was fans of Max B. Y'all trying to get locked up. Every 5 minutes, so Max B did this, Max B did that. You know that the people be watching these little platforms. You know they be paying attention. So stop putting that on Max B jacket. That's the first thing we want to do. Don't do that to Max.
I had to jump in fast because Ja Rule went online and started laying everything out after that wild story exploded last Thursday night and bled into Friday morning. The whole internet swore he got jumped at the Say Less restaurant and got done dirty, and people were acting like the place was packed with witnesses, but that wasn't even the real spot at all. Tasha K's people kept pushing that location heavy, but the details were sloppy from the jump, so Ja had to hop on and shut it down before the lies got too deep.
Big shout to the Wave. Second thing, Tasha K, fire your whole research team. Just get rid of these. They're terrible. They're the worst research. Matter of fact, keep so they don't get hired by nobody else, because they are terrible. So I was bum rushing the stage. Like, what would Ja Rule be doing? What would Ja Rule be doing at a Brandy and Monica concert besides coming out to the stage to perform with one of the artists? Big shout to Brandy and the team. Called me out to the stage to do a little 1-2. To all my coffee niggas. Big shout to Brand. Big shout to Ryan. Actually, Ryan, I just want to say, Ryan, to you, man, because yes, it was an incident that went down. Never denied that. Niggas did try it, but as y'all see, to no effect. Boy, prettier than Lee in the 70s, nigga. But Ryan was getting in the paint. I ain't gonna lie. So here's, I'm gonna just run down what happened. I came to the Boys Minds concert. Fly to them. I had the butter mother Averex on, throwback joint with Pat Ewing on the back, New York on the front. Crazy. Was looking crispy. Flies, niggas was probably hating. I really can't call what this whole situation is about. But anyway, I'm giving y'all the rundown. So I'm in the joint for about, I don't know, about 45 minutes, an hour. It's time. He was in about that time, right? Wait a minute. The whole night chilling. If you had a problem with me, could have stepped to me. I'm there the whole night chilling. Anyway, neither here nor there. It's me by myself. No, let me rephrase that. I got Artie with me. AG, my ace boom. So I'm 49 years old. These get my last good fight out of me. Now that's my wife and them saying all day. You get the last good fight. But anyway, tried to get at me at the Boy Is Mine concert. You can't make this. Anyway, so I'm walking. I get my microphone. Now let me finish framing it for y'all. Max B and his whole crew is right there. Stage. Max B is on the stage at this time. They called me because I'm going on right after Max B. Brandy and Monica do an in and out kind of set. So Monica's still on the set at this time. Brandy's about to take the stage for her part of the set. I'm gonna come out on that like that. So it was going on like that. Anyway, they bring my mic to me. Artie is going to get me a bottle of water at the time, to wet my whistle before I go on stage. He's going to get the bottle. I get the mic. I start walking to the stage. Niggas sneak me. Niggas snucker punch me from behind. 3 niggas. Just saying. It happens. It can happen to anybody. It happens to players too. Them shit happens to real niggas too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, no points for that. No real points for that. Niggas tried it, but whatever. We here. Whatever. So anyway, at that point, when we was shuffling, I see Artie diving across the nigga. He's tussling with it. I'm tussling with it. As I'm moving, back, stumble over. Fat Joe is there, Rich is there. It's just a melee. These grabbing me back, holding me back, and making sure, right, trying to get between everybody that's going on, security. It's a melee. It is what it is. I'm not gonna bash this woman. She's also a black woman, And I wish her luck in what she's doing. But you got to do better too, sis. And you know, I did make a little jokey joke about a breath. You know, that breath do look like it stink though. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna go. I'm just joking. I'm playing. I'm being entertaining too. But you know, she made a joke about me. I made a joke about her. So it's all love. We're even now, okay, Tasha? You could go on about your and keep false reporting, getting sued by people. I'm not gonna. You ain't got no money. I'm good.
He explained that the real situation happened inside the Barclays Center while he was backstage, getting ready to perform with Brandy for that Brandy and Monica Boy Is Mine tour they've been running. That alone flipped the whole narrative, because now folks realized this wasn't some random restaurant moment. This was inside one of the biggest arenas in the country. Then, the internet did what it always does, twisted it even further. People started spreading this whole idea that Max B's camp had something to do with it, and Ja cut that off instantly. He made it clear, keep his name far away from this, because the blogs were dragging Max B into something he wasn't even close to. Twitter had it trending like it was some street link setup, but anyone really tuned in already knew Max B was nowhere near that hallway. He was literally on stage performing Sexy Love after Monica brought him out as part of her set, so the wave man was locked in, working, not beefing, not swinging, not even in the same section. While the rumors were going crazy, he was out there entertaining thousands, completely unaware of the chaos the internet was cooking.
Y'all box me in right there, like around where the truck at. That's where the Bentley pulled up at, right where the green car was at. So I had about that much room to back up. So, you know, I took my time. Obviously, I wasn't scared because I didn't really bang my shit that hard, right? I banged it just enough to get my room so I could ram his shit up, ram it up his ass. Pause. And ram the motherfucker. Boom, I hit his shit. So he can, oh shit, my car. He runs around, try to grab me. Somebody grabbed me, right? My window was there, he tried to grab me. So when he came in the window, I punched him in his fucking face. God died was trying to grab him in the fucking car, so he ran up. Ran back to his car. You see me revving up for one more wine. That's when this guy, look, I'm not gonna say his name. Guy kicked my shit right here. Man. Because he couldn't get in, all right, it's doom shit, you know? Hit him one more time, boom, damn. As you can see, I was gonna take it to my guy to get fixed. These were out. See this one still sticking out a little bit? Come here so you can look at it. Still sticking out a little bit right here. So I just pushed it back in. That's where I hit him with the front. So for some strange reason, my car didn't get that damage. Had a little situation the other day, you know what I'm saying? Joel and the guys, I was in there buying some stuff, you know, niggas ran up in there and whatever. You know, they felt there was a problem. I let them know it was no problem. Wow, this is the whole thing right here.
Ja Rule broke everything down right before he stepped on stage next, and that's when he admitted the part everyone kept arguing about. 3 dudes really did rush him and sneak punch him. He didn't sugarcoat it, didn't dance around it. He just said it straight, and the whole situation instantly sounded way different than the messy story the blogs were throwing around. He said they caught him off guard, and he kept it all the way real by saying that can happen to anybody, and it doesn't take away his strength, his respect, or his dignity as a grown man at all. He made it very clear this wasn't some moment that knocked down his image or made him look weak in front of the world. It was just a messy situation that the internet grabbed, twisted, and blew into something outrageous. He said, yeah, they tried to jump him. They all swung, but it wasn't the over-the-top action scene people kept acting like they witnessed online. People were pushing it like it was some massive takedown, but he explained the truth was way more regular. It was confusion, bodies moving, pushing, shoving, and a whole lot of noise backstage. Not the dramatic, full-blown attack the blogs crafted. He wanted everyone to really understand the whole thing grew legs because the internet ran with half info and started building a story that didn't match the real moment at all. Then he tapped into the whole thing with Tasha K, since they've been trading shots for days, and she said she was going live to drop her version of events. Her team had claimed he was trying to bum rush the stage and act wild, but he said absolutely none of that was true, and he even let off a few jokes to remind people he wasn't bothered like that. He wasn't pressed, but he wasn't letting made-up stories get passed around like facts either. Then he pointed out something that should have made everybody pause. How are people at a rap show or hip-hop concert able to start something with an artist or somebody known? Security breaks it up, and everyone just walks off like nothing even happened. He said it's unbelievable how fast people treat that type of thing like it's normal in the middle of a huge live event. He said if something like that happened at a different type of concert, especially a stricter, more controlled one, it would have turned into real trouble instantly. Folks would have been getting detained right there because you can't just run up on an artist and put hands on them at certain venues without the entire place locking down and security swarming the area. He made it crystal clear this wasn't one of those dramatic situations the internet kept trying to turn it into at all. He said Tasha K just had bad info. Plain and simple, no hidden story, no secret twist, just wrong details that spread too fast. It didn't happen at the Say Less restaurant, and it definitely wasn't some organized setup where people were lining up to jump Ja Rule and leave him hurt. Early reports had folks thinking he got done filthy, but once the real details surfaced, the whole narrative flipped on its head. And Ja didn't waste a second reclaiming the moment either, because he sent everybody straight to his page if they wanted the real breakdown, not the rumor version. Anyone who wanted the truth had to go to him directly, and he posted everything on Twitter before telling everyone that he was moving over to the Icon app. He made it sound like that's his official spot now. Maybe he's got a partnership, maybe he owns a piece. But either way, he made it clear he wasn't giving TikTok or Instagram free promotion anymore. He told people if they want the raw, unedited updates, they gotta come to Icon, because that's where he'll be dropping everything from now on. He said fans can sign up, subscribe, and even purchase exclusive content on the platform, and honestly, I might check out Icon myself just to see what he's building over there. But the biggest thing he needed people to hear was this Max B had absolutely nothing to do with the situation, not even close. After clearing Max B's name, Ja Rule said the whole moment showed him exactly how fast people will twist a situation when they don't have the facts. He said one rumor hits the internet and suddenly folks act like they were backstage with him watching every second unfold. When the whole thing happened, he couldn't believe how fast the story started mutating into something far from the truth. He said once one blog dropped it, every other platform grabbed it instantly, copied it, reposted it, and added their own spin without even checking a single detail. By the time he even checked his phone, the internet already had him laid out at a restaurant he wasn't anywhere near, like they had security footage or something. He said it felt like the story mutated every single hour, each new version sounding messier, louder, and more dramatic than the one before it. He said that's exactly what happens when people chase a storyline instead of the truth, because the internet don't want accuracy, it wants entertainment. Ja said the craziest part was how fast people started connecting old names, old tension, and years-old situations that had nothing to do with what happened that night. He said the moment his name started trending, folks were bringing up artists from past eras, old crews that don't even move together anymore, and drama from decades ago, like this was the opening scene to some giant street war. He said it showed him how fast people will grab anything that sounds messy just to make the story bigger than it is. He said people don't really want information, they want noise, they want confusion, they want something they can argue about online. But he said at the end of the day, he's straight, he's moving normal, and none of that chaos is shaking him one bit. He said he handled what needed to be handled, security did their part, and he's locked in on performing, not running behind rumors that don't match anything that really went down. He said if something major happened backstage, he would have said it himself with no hesitation, no hiding, no coded message. Then Ja Rule broke down something people never think about, how fast fake stories can mess with someone's name if you don't shut them down immediately. He said once bloggers start throwing random crews into the mix just to boost clicks, the streets start whispering, and suddenly innocent people get blamed for situations they weren't involved in and weren't even in the building for. He said that's why shutting down lies early is important, because once a rumor starts running, it doesn't slow down, it hits every corner of the internet before the truth even wakes up. He said that's exactly why he stepped in fast, before the whole thing snowballed into something messy and dangerous. He said the Max B rumor was the perfect example of how fast the internet can flip reality, because within minutes, people online were saying Max's crew did something, even though Max was literally on stage performing at that exact moment in front of thousands. Ja said that's the kind of misinformation that can create unnecessary tension if you don't shut it down immediately. He said it wasn't even about protecting his own image, it was about keeping everything honest, clean, and safe so nobody else got pulled into something that wasn't real. Then he pointed out something that hit hard. Certain platforms love twisting anything tied to hip-hop into some chaotic, violent storyline, even when the truth is tiny compared to what they claim. He said if two rock artists bumped into each other backstage, nobody would blink, nobody would post about it, nobody would care, but if it happens with two rap names, suddenly folks start acting like the world is ending and they're filming documentaries about it. He said that double standard is wild, unfair, and it shows how quick people are to make hip-hop look dangerous even when nothing major happened. He made it clear he wasn't stepping into this to drag anybody or create drama. He wasn't trying to spark new issues or add fuel to anything. He just refused to let lies float around unchecked because the internet loves messy stories. He said he wanted the truth out there so his name, Max B's name, and anybody else's name wouldn't get dragged through something that never happened. He said when people don't correct a lie early, it grows legs, spreads everywhere, and suddenly everyone's repeating a story that has zero connection to the truth. You could literally hear Max B performing loud and clear, and his whole squad was right there, locked in on the show, focused on the music and the moment. Max B just came home. Bro, he is not roaming around backstage trying to jump anybody at a concert, and everybody with common sense knows that. And of course, the minute the story hit the internet, 50 Cent popped out with jokes instantly, because that's exactly the type of energy he brings every time drama shows up. I wanted to break this down properly and give you the real update straight from Ja Rule himself, because he cleared everything with his own words, not the twisted stuff people were posting. He said a lot more during his live, but I grabbed the biggest points and laid it all out so you get the truth, instead of the rumor-packed version the internet kept spreading. I'm not here to confuse you, I'm here to make sure the real story actually gets told. If you rock with this breakdown, make sure you hit like, drop a comment, subscribe to DripZine, and share this video so more people get the real version instead of the messy storylines floating around. And if you want to help the algorithm push this story even harder, click that hype button. It costs nothing, but it goes a long way for the channel. Appreciate you for tapping in, and I'll see you on the next video.